close enough for him to slide an arm around her waist. Given the quiet morning halls, the servants all tending to breakfast or Mother Hughes, she made no objection, though her heart thudded its accusation. Wicked. Her throat tightened. She had never betrayed her husband, not in deed, and who would hold her thoughts against her? Other, of course, than God. And Lucien? She forced a swallow. Your mother asked me to move into half-mourning. I was so glad to see her up and able to speak this morning that I hadn't the heart to argue. Dev's jaw ticked. I just saw her. She looks better, but if the doctor is not as hopeful as I expect when he stops in later... I know. Her gaze landed on his cravat. Dev. Ah, how well I know that look. He bent his head, and when his lips touched her neck, her eyes slid shut. Hope and regret mixed into perfect beauty. Do you recall when I first saw that expression upon your lovely face? As if she could ever forget. The 19th of December, 1860. His chuckle sent a pulse of shivers down her spine. How quick you are with the date. And usually she would have forced a hesitation, but she needn't with that particular recollection. It was the day before my wedding. The day I met my brother's bride. His chuckle went bitter. Had I obeyed my father and returned to Baltimore a year earlier, it would have been I you met at that ball. I who would have claimed you. I who... Don't. She pulled away, though his arms granted her only another inch of space. She'd had similar thoughts, much to her shame. Please, Dev. Too late. His eyes, blue as July's sky, had already blended in her mind with Lucien's deep green. The parade through her memory had already begun. Each time she had let her thoughts go where they ought not, when she had held Dev's gaze a second too long, had smiled too warmly. She was despicable. I love you. Vulnerability sparked in his eyes, but his arms were still like iron around her waist. I have loved you since I first set eyes on you. The sob came out of nowhere, erupting in a gasp. She covered her mouth, squeezed shut her eyes, and jerked away. Dizziness washed over her when she tried to breathe. Cora had laced her corset too tight when she retied it. That was why the air wouldn't come. Her corset. Just her corset. Not her conscience. Heaven knew that voice had been muted most of her life, drowned out by this steady march of meaningless facts through her memory. Darling. His fingers closed around her shoulders, so warm against the January chill. Why does that make you cry? You have known so long how I felt. Too long. She had known and had held it to her heart, a secret blacker than the gown she had just ordered Cora to pack away. Tell me I made him happy. Tell me he never knew. Mary. He turned her to face him again and tipped her chin up with a gentle touch. What was it about that narrow nose, that tapered chin, those two slashes of dark brows that made her melt? He thumbed away a tear. I have pushed you from mourning too fast, yet I feel as though I have waited forever to claim you. Her gaze dropped, all the way to the yards of lavender fabric that declared her ready to ease back into society. Why did the declaration make her want to run and hide, when these 15 months she had struggled so against the confines of black? I should have better mourned him. She should have better loved him. Dev's hand rested on her cheek. Finish your mourning, and take what distance you need, darling. When these final 3 months are finished, you will be mine. She didn't know whether to tip her mouth up to invite a forbidden kiss or to pull away, whether to breathe in his bergamot scent with a smile or let a storm of tears overtake her. A loud rap on the door saved her the decision and made them both jump. Pulling all those frustrating emotions back in, she waved away the servant who appeared from the kitchen corridor and opened the door herself. Her smile went from half-hearted to full bloom when she craned her neck up.